Hello everyone and welcome back to Yes Let's. So as you know, this week we're exploring A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. So for this next video, I'm going to teach you how to make a lion mask. You ask, why would this be important to A Midsummer Night's Dream? Well, in A Midsummer Night's Dream, there are 6 people known as the Mechanicals who put on a play within the play for some other characters. One of those Mechanicals is called Snug. And in the play within the play, Snug plays a lion. So he's going to need a costume to go with that character that he's playing. Okay, the first thing you're going to need for your lion mask is a paper plate. Now don't worry if it's not plain white, because we're going to be using the back of the paper plate, so any paper plate will do. What you need to do is take some yellow paint and a paintbrush, and you need to paint the back of your paper plate yellow. If you don't have any yellow paint, colouring it in with a felt tip will do just exactly the same. So, once you've painted your paper plate, you're going to need to set it aside to dry. Okay, so once your paper plate has dried, what you need to do is take some scissors, and we are going to cut out the bottom. I'll tell you why after we've done it. So you start about halfway up the paper plate. And you want to cut it out so it looks a little something like that. Now the reason we've done that is because when you put it onto your face, your actor playing Snug is still going to need to speak his line. Okay, the next thing we need to do with our scissors is cut out 2 eye sockets so the actor can see. What I find easiest is to hold it up to your face, keeping where you've cut, the point of the cut just where your nose is, and then kind of putting your fingers just about where your eyes are. It doesn't matter if it's not quite perfect, because you can cut it to make sure it fits. So I'm gonna, with a pencil, I'm going to kind of sketch on where I want my eyes to be, and then I'm going to neaten it up once I've cut them out. So we end up with 2 like that, and then we're going to carefully cut them out. As always, if you need help with your scissors, please ask somebody at home. So you just need to make a hole in your mask and cut round where you've drawn with your pencil. And there we have 2 eye holes. So your mask should now look a little something like that. Okay, I'm then going to take an orange felt tip, and I'm going to add some details around the eyes to my mask and around the top of the paper plate. Right, the next thing we need to do to our lion mask is add a mane around the top. So you've got several choices of what you can use for this. I'm going to be using some orange paper, some string, brown string, and some orange tissue paper. You could also use wool if you have it, or any other coloured paper that's kind of orange yellows. Okay, I'm going to fold my paper in half, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and cut some strips like that. You'll need quite a few of these, and they don't need to be particularly neat because you're going to use them to make a crazy lion's mane. Okay, so with your orange strips, what you can do is wrap them around your finger and squeeze onto them, and when they come off, they're nice and curly like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to stick them all the way around my mask using a Pritt stick. So you need enough strips so you can do all the way around the edge of your mask. And when you've finished doing that, it should look a little something like that. Okay, I'm now going to rip up some strips of tissue paper any way you like and add these onto the mane for some extra texture. So you just need to take your glue again and glue all the way along. I'm sticking them just under the mane like that for some extra texture. So once you finish that step, you should have some tissue paper under there. Final thing I'm going to add is some string. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut a few different lengths of string. And I'm just going to glue one end of that string and stick it to my mask. Again, it doesn't matter where you stick it, it's just to add some extra texture onto the mask. Okay, so now we've decorated the mask with string, tissue paper and orange paper. There are two more things we need to do before the mask is workable. The first one is add the nose detail. So you need a black pen and you're just going to draw on the nose detail. Okay, so like so. And I'm going to add some freckles and some whiskers to my mask. Just like so. Final thing to do is attach some string or elastic so that you can wear your mask. I'm going to use this see-through elastic here, but again, if you don't have elastic, you can use string. So you need to put it around your head, measure it to your ears, making sure there's a little bit each end so that you've got room to tie it. Cut yourself off a piece of elastic. Then again, with your scissors, if you need help with this bit, you need to make 2 holes on the edge of your mask. Just like that on either side. Take one end of your elastic and thread it through the hole that you just made, and then tie a knot in it to secure it. Then you need to do exactly the same to the other side. Thread the elastic from front to back. Before you tie it this side, what you're going to want to do is pull out your elastic so it's tight along the back, and then put it onto your head whilst holding onto the elastic so you know how much you need. Hold it where it's going to fit onto your head and not move. Take it carefully off, keeping that elastic in the same place, holding it with your finger, and then tie it to the length that you need. That's why we say elastic is the best thing to use, because it stretches around your head. And if you've got too much elastic once you've tied that final knot, cut off the extra bit that you don't need. If you're worried about your elastic coming untied, what you can do is just put a bit of tape where you've knotted it on the back. Once you've done that, you then have a working Midsummer Night's Dream lion mask.